Hello.
Heather, what's going on?
Nothing. What's up? I'm at my mom's. We just left the courthouse, and I just got off the phone with Jason.
So what happened in court today? Because today was the day they were supposed to reduce the bond or the writ was going to be recognized.
No, they acted like they knew nothing about the writ and the bond reduction, and his paid attorney came, and then they gave him a public defender, but the public defender walked up to him and told him that if he's going to file his own paperwork, that he can represent himself, that they don't have a public defender assigned to his case yet, which they've got the paperwork and assigned a public defender over 10 days ago. So they're just...
So let's go one step at a time here, okay? So
okay.
We're gonna go slow so people can understand what's going on. So you went to court today for Jason, and what was the hearing about?
It was about
the writ of habeas corpus and the bond reduction, correct?
They said it was about, but that they didn't recognize either of those things. Or his new charges. This court date was over his old charges.
From the lake incident?
From 21, and one of them's a felony and one of them's a misdemeanor. I don't know exactly which cases it is.
Right. Was he
they are even confused.
Lake? Was he charged with a felony at the lake for the cop attacking him?
No, it was a misdemeanor assault charge.
The cop attacked him unjustly. Okay, I got it. So then you went to court today, and so what happened today then?
All they did was reset his court date for another preliminary hearing on August 29th and a preliminary hearing on August 30th in two different judges' courtrooms, and it's supposed to be on all of his charges.
But what about the bond reduction hearing and the writ of habeas corpus?
They said that we're not talking about that today.
Did you say, well, here's the writ, you have to talk about it, it's a matter of
law? Yes, they said that it was never filed, and I told them, yes, I filed it myself, and I have a copy of it right here.
All Jason has to do is give it to a jailer, and they have to hear it in court.
He even wrote a letter to the judge.
Who's the judge? What's the judge's name?
Thad Balkman, Balkman.
So that's just his last name? Balkman, Balkman?
Yes, and his first name is Thad, Thad.
We're going to file a complaint on him. He has to hear the writ of habeas corpus.
And then as soon as Jason got back to the jail, he called me and told me that when they took him out to the freezer, as they call it, one of the guards asked him what his name was, and because they have to write down what inmates go in there, and as soon as he told him his name, the guard got up and tried to attack him, and one of the other guards had to stop him, and then they pushed him into a cell and locked the door.
Why did the guard get up and try to attack him?
That's what I said. I said, why? And he said, because of my name, because of who I am.
I believe it. And
even the other inmates were like, damn, they treat you like shit, dude.
Really? I'm not surprised at all. And by the way, people who will hear this, they'll go, guards and cops just don't attack people.
They do.
Do you believe Jason?
I've seen it with my own eyes. Jason's calling me right now.
Go ahead, take that call. Call me back.
Okay. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. Jason, what's going on, buddy?
Man, I had court today, and tried talking. My one lawyer went up there and had me sign something that they set me up for a trial September 11th, finally. And then another attorney came over and talked to me and started telling me about, sounded real good. And then she went back over and was talking to ADA. And then another lady came over and, told me that if my wife is filing all these motions, that I can represent myself and I'll quit on my case. So I don't even know. They gave me a court date of August 29th and August 30th, and then would not talk to me at all. I've been here 26 days. They've known about they said they didn't know about these charges till today. And then I asked about the bond reduction and several things, and they just shut me down immediately. Even a cop told me to shut up. And so when I was handcuffed and shackled by myself, as I'm being taken out of the courtroom, I'm being pushed, and then I get out inside the little outside area, and this cop named Lancaster, he tells me what's my name, and I tell him Dollarhide, and he's like, I didn't hear I didn't hear. And I said, you heard me, it's Dollarhide. And he like jumped up and tried to physically attack me, Chille. And another deputy named Burnson, this black guy, he stopped him. Like, he had to hold him back from attacking me inside this little room at between 3:25 and 3:45 today. And then Burnson walked over to me, and I'm standing by the wall trying to, figure out what to do. And he just shoves me inside this cage, dude, almost knocks me off my feet, dude. I mean, I've got a broken leg, broken pelvis, hurt back. You know what I mean? I'm shackled and handcuffed. There ain't no way they're going to shove me around like that, man. And then another deputy come in. His name is Deputy Snow. He started, like, letting them know that they were in the wrong. And he came back in there and told me to go file a formal complaint right now. And I've done it on the kiosk. I talked to my wife. I'm having her file one on the website right now. She's in the process of trying to get it done. And I told her then I was contacting you, dude. But I'm lost on these court dates. I even moved to the next person. I was like, Your Honor, do you know that stuff has been filed here, Your Honor, that needs to be addressed today? My bond is absolutely unreasonable. And he just acted like he's like, we're not discussing that today.
Wow.
So I'm just
In the event a third-party call is detected, your call will be terminated without warning.
Maybe stop using that term, all right? Let's stop saying it, because you're not lost. You have all the help in the world.
I know.
And we're not going to
that's how
stop.
I feel today, man.
I know that, but
anyway.
you tell me that every time. And your brain hears what your mouth says. You're not lost. You know exactly where you are. You're being treated unjustly. You're being held criminally, and it's wrong. You know where you are. You know you're living in an absolute nightmare. So we know where we are. We're not lost. We know exactly what's going on. All right? So I just want you to start to say, I am going to be able to handle this. I can take this. I can deal with this. I am dealing with this.
But I just hate that, they're not supposed to. I'm already shackled and handcuffed. I can only take so much of a step.
I know that. Your leg shackles too, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, now I have more damage on my wrist. Both wrists are all scuffed up again.
I know it, Jason. I understand. I know it. I was in leg shackles and wrist shackles in Twin Towers, downtown LA. I know what you're going through. It's horrible. Yeah. So the one cop who pushed you, jumped up, tried to attack you, his name was Lancaster, you said?
No, the one that pushed me, he's a black guy named Burnson.
Okay,
B-R...
I got that. What was the first cop's name?
Lancaster. That's the one that jumped up from his chair and computer and, acted like he was physically about to... I mean, seriously, that cop, Burnson, held him back and was like, it's not worth it. It's not worth it.
What's not worth it? Just attacking a guy in shackles and a wrist and leg shackles?
And all I did was tell him my name.
Unbelievable.
I mean, that's all I said. I mean...
Listen, well, you need to follow up and file a formal complaint, and I'm gonna release this so that they know that guards are attacking you inside of that jail.
Yeah.
Your life's on the line.
This is right outside the court. This is right outside the courthouse in their little storage, their holding area. I guess they call it the dog cage or something.
It looks like the dog. Yeah, the dog cage. You told me about this yesterday. It's like a freezer outside. They call it the freezer. It's this little room outside the courthouse where they put you in a cage while you're in shackles. The way we treat people is so inhumane. The way we allow these prison guards and prisons to operate, they got to be shut down. It's inhumane treatment of human beings. It has to change. So, all right.
100.
But I really need to sit down and have a talk with Heather. I need to know what's going on with your lawyer. You need a decent lawyer. So I'm going to do something tonight. We'll try to reach the Institute for Justice because you really need help. You need a couple different attorneys to help you. And I don't have a bar card at there or anywhere else, so I just have to try to get you help. But you need a decent lawyer. You can't go with a public pretender, so let them walk.
Yeah, I can give you her name. I can give you her name, but she gave me her card, and she was so rude to me.
Who was? No, Jason, stop looking backwards. We're moving forward. We got to find you a real attorney.
Okay.
Screw them. Just move forward. We got to deal with the complaints on the guards because I keep telling you this, and you got to listen to me. The 1980 case of Johnson versus Glick makes it. Yeah. So if the guards kill you, they get away with it. You got to listen. I've dropped it subtly 3 or 4 times to you, and now I'm just going to tell you, shut the fuck up in jail. Don't interact with any.
Man.
You're not. They're targeting you now because if you talk in jail, they can kill you. I keep telling you this, and you keep on sloughing off what I'm saying and saying, yeah, well, I can only take so much. You can take amazing amounts if you realize you have to. You need to shut up, Jason. You're not in a place where you can live. They can kill you.
I believe that.
Well, you got to stop with the guards. You can't. It's too.
It wasn't the guards, man. This was the sheriff.
I know it. I know they're persecuting you. I get it. But what you can do is remain mute. As you should. You should not have any interactions with anybody. You should be the quietest guy in the world. No one should even know you're there. I'm telling you, man. Johnson versus Glick. 1980. Guards can kill you under the name of keeping order. Trust me.
I'm just saying, man. He asked me my name. I told him, and he jumped up, acted like he was I mean, like I said, the other cops stopped him.
I'm not saying it's your fault. I'm not saying it's your fault.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying that's all I did, man. And it's
I know.
Absolutely ridiculous.
I know. I'm just telling you, in jail, you gotta be so calm and so cool. You're getting involved with all.
When I got back here, the guy that brought me back to my house, he was like, I said, hey, man, can I make a phone call? He's like, yeah, bro, go ahead. So I immediately got on the phone and, told Heather everything that happened, but she didn't know none of this, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and I was like, well, when I got back to where I'm housed, they didn't unlock my door, so I jumped on the phone. And I even filled out a complaint here, too.
Yeah. And listen, it's not that I don't understand you're being treated unfairly. It's not like I don't understand. I want you to live.
I know.
It's not that I don't think that you're right. You are. And that they're wrong. They are. I want you to live through jail.
Yeah. I am. I'm living lockdown to lockdown.
I'm going to have to cover Johnson versus Glick now so people understand that when you go to the dungeon, you're in real danger. And the biggest danger is the guards and the jailers. That's the biggest danger you're facing.
And my mental health, man. I mean, it's just...
You don't got time for that candy ass shit, man. You gotta get tough. You gotta put an exterior around your brain, and you are mentally strong. Start saying things of affirmation instead of things of like, I'm lost. You need to say, I can handle this. I have to get through this. It looks like September 11th is the closest date that you're going to be possibly released.
I have a court date the 29th, the 30th, and the next one's the 11th.
Yeah, but I don't think anything's going to happen on those 29th and 30th. I don't think.
I mean, dude, that was so lost. I mean, they've had this
writ.
They act like they just read these charges today, is the way they acted.
I know that. They're
going to try. They're going to try to cheat.
They're going to try to cheat you every way they can, and they will cheat you any way they possibly can.
So I'm hoping they bring me some paperwork tonight, because I didn't get nothing from the courthouse.
Yeah. Dude, listen, this is why I didn't go back to the courthouse in Ironton when they tried to revoke my bond, because once they get you in the dungeon, they can just, you know what? We don't have everything here. Let's postpone for 3 weeks.
Right.
And they do it. How many times have they done that
My last court date was in March.
Right.
I thought I was about to get hit with December or something.
I'm going to try to get the Institute for Justice. I'm going to release this audio, and I'm going to try to get the Institute for Justice to come help. I don't know if it's ripe enough for them to get in, but I think it is. I don't know. We'll see. But I mean, we need bar card lawyers to help, and that is a hard reality. It sucks, but it's true. And you need a decent lawyer. So if that ADA is acting that way already, just walk and don't spend 1 second complaining about it. F off, lady, and move on.
Right.
And you're not going to represent yourself on.
She's like, don't sign nothing just to get out of here. I said, I'm not.
All right.
So.
What else can I do for you?
One day at a time, man.
What else can I do for you from out here?
If you help my wife with anything, man, if anything they need, I'm always that guy that takes care of them.
Yeah, you're all right.
They're getting a little money here and there on my books to help me get through the week. And so I put money on the phone. And other than that, man, that's where I'm at right now.
How much money are they spending on your books and on your phone?
Like $50 here and there.
Right, but if you do 55 times, that's $250 in a week or two. That's a lot of money.
Right.
That stacks up. That's a quarter of your rent. All right. We got to find you a proper attorney. So, now that Avery is secured with some friends and family, and we know that we're stuck like Chuck on these things, we need to get some real help. So I'll focus on that.
That bond reduction would be a huge thing, man.
They won't have a bond reduction hearing for you.
I'm just saying that's a big jump. Is get a bond reduction, I'd be out there working to get a real attorney. And I even told my wife, she's been asking on this. I have a trust in Dallas, but they haven't settled yet. It's almost been a year since that wreck happened. So I don't know how long they take to have them settle on wrecks. But next month will be a year since the wreck happened. So.
Oh, money for a settlement?
Yeah, for a settlement.
In the event a third-party call is detected, your call will be terminated without warning.
What's this?
I said September the 2nd will be a year since that wreck happened. They ain't nothing.
You're not going to
get no money.
But you're just pulling at straws here, man. You're not there. You can't fight for that.
That's not fair. I mean, I'm not holding on. I'm just saying that's one day that'll pop into our lives, but I don't know when.
What's the settlement amount?
They've not even slid a piece of paper across the table yet.
Well, then why are we talking about it?
I'm just saying. I mean, I told my wife to message them to see what's going on. That's all I was saying.
She's not going to be able to handle that, man. All right.
Yeah.
All right. It's hyperbole. All right, Jason. Let me get this out there, and we'll talk again soon. All right.
I appreciate it, man. Like I said, here for me, I'm locked down.
I know it. Stay strong. Start giving yourself positive affirmations.
I will, man. I'm strong-minded. I'm positive.
There you go.
I just hate when I come out of court not knowing nothing and then get treated like shit for nothing. So,
yeah. I'm with you. You're not wrong. That's for sure.
Yeah.
All right.
I appreciate it.
All right. Love you, buddy. Stay strong.
Man.
All right. Later.
Thank you, brother.
Later, Jason. Later.